Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Cancers. Let's get right into it. See what's going on in your cards. Let's see what is going on. We're in the Wax and Gibbous Moon in Leo. See where your confidence is building. Confidence is building in your creativity, your creative endeavors. Let's get into it. See what's going on. First card out the deck. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. You've healed. You've healed. Stop dating people that represent your shadow self. That is the past. Stop befriending people that represent your shadow self. Dating people, all of that. That's your shadow. That's your past. Talking to, stop linking up with, all of that. Break that chain, break the cycle, all of that. Just, you're not that person. You don't need to stay connected to none of that. None of it. Let whoever think whatever. Let's just come out the gate that clear. We're in year 9. We're in year 9. Karmic cycles broken. That's year 8. 2024 is year 8. That's year 8, right? Because some people have some very strong views. Year 8 was year purge, right? That's the year purge. 8 connects us with Scorpio. We're not talking about any Scorpios that you know, whether you like or don't like Scorpios. That has nothing to do with it. We're talking about 8 is the death, rebirth, and some people were still chained to a particular belief system. The Scorpio is ruled by the Judgment card, which is currently retrograde. The Judgment card causes emotional roller coasters, and it's currently in Aquarius for up until the year 2043. So that's going to be for a long time. I want to say for the next 17 or 18 years. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about it, but it's causing an emotional roller coaster because people are still harshly judging people, based on their beliefs. But I mean, to some, it's like literally judging people to death, right? Um, Literally playing people's gods, because the other side of Scorpio is the Tower card. So it's causing people tower moments. And it's like wanting people, a tower to fall on people because it's causing a chain reaction because of people judging people. And so in that is having a God complex. So if you're chained to people and people are not, and they're keeping you in the dark about things, you may not be making the immediate connection at first. You being chained to people and not have all the particulars and details can mess your whole entire life up. So, and you don't find out until you just pull down into the tower fall and you just fall with it. And you just like, well, wait a minute, how I had no idea, or somebody didn't tell you that they were obsessed with something. So let's get into your reading. Let's get an angel number here. So a moon in Leo is going to help you on a regular basis get out and get some sun. I don't care if you have to sit in a window like a house plant. For real. If you got a balcony or a deck, just get out, get a few minutes out in the sun. That's going to help recharge. It's like sunbathing. It's going to help build your confidence. It's like charging, like you supercharge in that sunlight. It's going to do the cleansing of, cleansing off of, any kind of confusion. It's going to give you how you feel like when you're out in the sun. You almost like you come back in the house and you feel like you're sunny disposition. You feel positive. You just feel like you're charged up. Like you can manifest things. Your confidence level is increased. You feel like you can attract whatever you want to attract. You feel like you're healed from some things, like it's self-care. Like you want to journal. You get your goals and stuff in order, and feel like you can grow. Like you feel successful, right? That's what the sun does. It really does. And believe it or not, you're in alignment with rituals. That's what it does. So 901, you're turning a page. Now is the time to begin again. A chapter has closed in your life. Reinventing yourself is not easy, but it is necessary. Your angel's message now is to embrace that reality and combine it with confidence that you are ready to move ahead. Draw another card with the intention of receiving angelic guidance on what is to come. 901, and 279, synchronicity. Look for signs. So things that keep happening are connected, even if they don't seem to be. The recent patterns in your life are signals from your angels. Today, ask for follow-up signs that remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. Draw a second card later and see what your angels have to say after you've spent some time paying more conscious attention. So let me give somebody a sign before that number 9 right there. You see it twice, right? Connects us with death. So two energies are still obsessed, right? As we get closer and closer to a full moon, right? Two energies are still obsessed. So the light side of 9 is you're determined to create. You and somebody are determined to create something that's going to be a new beginning, right? This is the 0 card. This is where it doesn't make you look like a fool moving forward. But just as determined as you and somebody are to create something that's going to help you to create turn a new page where you're now paying attention to synchronicities, where you're getting out in the sun, recharging, you're building your confidence, so that you're no longer connecting with energies that represent your shadow self. The dark side of 9, that when something ends, there are also two types of energies that are equally as determined, because their ego has gotten bigger. 9 is the death number. They are equally as determined, because remember the determination to create something to make you and someone look like a fool. So the opposite of stop is the start, right? The start. So a person who's obsessed is obsessed. They don't stop until literally till death, like till a physical death, right? Or till something ends, like, till like an ending. So remember, year 9 is also legal ending, like a legal ending, like, you know, somebody has no choice not to, come near you. So if it's an ex or something like that, they can't come anywhere near you. The ex-friend or something, they can't come anywhere near you, but that's not going to stop their family or friends or whoever they're connected to. If they're, you know, uh, tyrannical or throwing a tantrum and spreading news and all this other stuff. So ask source for clarity, and we're getting closer and closer to a full moon. So dance around your home as if no one is watching, but be aware. Be aware. Take your time to decide, but be aware. Journal your journey. I'm saying this to you all because as a reader, not trying to get anybody paranoid, but full moon energy, literally, some people don't know where to put their energy during full moon. People drive faster. They don't know where to put the energy during full, but they can't figure it out. All these werewolf movies that come out, you can see animals come to the side of the road during full moon. People still don't figure out full moon energy. Everything is fully illuminated inside of you during full moon. Somebody is amongst the incubi and succubi. And some people were determined to make somebody look like you and somebody look like a fool. So incubi and succubi are demons. So source is saying to you, getting closer and closer to the full moon. I always tell people, stay in during the full moon at night. You don't have to go out at night, do not. But some people get bold and come out during the day. So open your vault door. Your inner child is very proud of you. Don't give yourselves a headache over it. It's not for somebody to be paranoid. You just be aware. She apologizes for betraying you. Prepare for an increase in pay. Your well of joy is within you. Somebody secretly has a crush on you. Somebody regrets lying to you. Somebody could have lied to you because they were afraid. Somebody is associated. Is a druid. That's a kind of malevolent nocturnal spirit associated with nightmares. Yeah. Or somebody could have been carrying that weight on their back, that cross to bear. And this is why you're rising above judgment too. Incubi and succubi spirit. Um, that's why on my channel, especially since Pluto is retrograde, we're really rising above judgment of other people. Because really, who can stand in judgment of somebody else? Nobody, for real. I don't care what people think. Y'all card is the Chariot card. This is why Cancer. I always say. I mean, I reiterate the fact that you all are sweethearts, but don't even fall into that trap because people don't know what you all have gone through. When you all are at a crossroad trying to process your emotions, people assume Cancer, whether you're Cancer, Sun, or Moon, that you all are on a high horse. You're just trying to process your emotions. Don't fall into that trap where people think you think you're better than they are. Don't even fall into that. Don't fall into. They don't even know what you've been through. Here's time to ground yourself. Time to ground yourself. Somebody has a envious spirit. That's Leviathan spirit. They thought somebody was their property. They treated somebody like they were their property. Or somebody regrets lying to you about something because they were probably terrified. Because two energies, like I said before, wanted you to look like a fool, right? And I'm adding the numbers up on this card, on these cards here. It wanted you to look like a fool. Um, During a solar return, because I'm looking at this zero, really wanted you to look like a fool, especially during some kind of a solar return. But I feel like if you're a light high priestess, you would have had some kind of a download through a dream. um, yeah, you would have had a download through a dream. And it would have been so clear that had you told somebody about it, they would have thought that you were lying or exaggerated, or at least by bare minimum that you were crazy. For real. That's why journaling is going to be somebody's best friend, because people who abuse or who have some kind of secret vendetta against you sometimes will use their power to who could possibly use their power to of their pen um, to use it against you, especially if there's somehow some kind of association with something, or they don't really know you, right? Or if they disconnected, they don't know something about your past, or they don't really know certain things, or they're not really helping. They just coming and hurting a situation. This is the danger of familiar spirits. They don't really know your past. They haven't talked to you. They're just talking about you. They're going around. Listen to this person, that person. They don't really know what's going on. About to have something happen to you, making a situation worse. So yeah, but somebody. Yeah. So you got big money coming across your path. You have a lot of money coming across your path. Your team was put together for somebody. A Capricorn, yeah, who felt like their back was against the wall, and people were just cheering, like just they're inspired by this. I mean, mm-mm-mm. So, but somebody is free. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Shoot. 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 Um. Yeah, so I feel like you are either okay, because what I'm looking at here for you is, well, I was about to say you all are very creative, but that goes without saying, Cancer, because Y'all are leaders. Y'all are leaders anyway because you're cardinals. Well, not just, I'm going to say because that's not the right way to say it. Y'all are cardinal signs. Your polarity is Capricorn, right? So, okay. Okay. So, yeah. So, what I'm looking at here is, yeah, multiple streams of income for you all. It's just like you just being motivated by like multiple streams of income, just like creating multiple streams of income, for you all. Just like really just tapping into multiple streams of income, especially if you feel like, sort of like your back is, you and someone, like if you feel like your back is against, I want to say back is against the wall. Mm, like if you poured out, because I do see somebody getting a leadership position here. I see you getting a leadership position here, looking at your cards. So this must be something that either you apply for. So this is going to keep somebody pretty busy. So you must have applied for some kind of a leadership position. But I feel like in addition to this, because something is going to keep you busy. That's what I'm seeing here. Something is going to keep you and someone busy. But I do know that you all are. That's why it's like, oh shoot, wait a minute, hold on, I'm missing something here. I feel like okay, because these two tie in. This card. I'm these two right here. I just want to make sure y'all see the card. I want to be looking at the cards and looking down here, and then looking at this one, and then you all don't even see what I'm looking at. That's why I say, oh shoot, hold on, let me see something. I see something. So this could be a job offer that's coming in. Here's the Three of Pentacles here, where you all are a part of a team. You're part of you are a leader in a job that's coming through, right? So this is an offer coming across your path, right? What I feel like is you are going to be very happy with the job offer, right? And this is like coming off the heels of something that could have been hurtful for you, because this again, where's the card? You opening up your vault door. You opening up your vault door. So you're journaling your journey. You're journaling your journey. So it almost feels like, so 7 and 1 is 8. If you're looking at, I'm adding all of these up here. 7 and 1 is 8. So it's almost like there's still karmics that's still trying to stay connected to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. There's still people are still trying to find out like what's going on in your life. They're still trying to figure out what is going on in your life. This is what I'm saying, obsessed. So Page of Swords here. So because I feel like you're such an open book. And whenever I see Page of Swords energy here, this is really, and this is what I always talk about with cancers, right? So I'm not stroking anybody's ego when I say this, Cancer. Okay, so because I genuinely can find good in every zodiac sign. Um, but I really want you all to protect your energy, Cancers, because water is reflective, and um, I feel like you and somebody have been through some nightmares. But I also feel like cardinal signs sometimes can have like a short memory of things, like where you may have forgiven people and you may have been like, oh, let bygones be bygones. But when you're dealing with energies who are obsessed, they not letting stuff go forever. Like to the next lifetime, to the next lifetime, like on the other side, like when they're an ancestor, they not forgetting stuff. So that's what Source is trying to help you to recognize. Like, just be aware. Just be aware. And when I say that, it's like they passing stuff down to family members and friends and through generation stuff, right? So protect your energy. Just protect your energy. Let your spouse, your kids, grandkids know, hey, listen, just be aware. Just be real clear. Make sure you're real clear headed, right? So if you're gonna be an open book with your spouse, your kids, like give them some heads up idea, like what's going on. So if they're depressed and they pouring out all of this stuff, they feel like their back is against the wall, hey, pour it out in therapy. You're pouring it out to girlfriends, boyfriends. You could be talking to somebody who has an issue with you. So journal your journey. Journal your journey. Don't give yourselves a headache over something, because I'm seeing multiple streams of income for you all Cancers. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, y'all are so creative, it's not even funny. So stay focused. Y'all are extremely creative zodiac sign. It's really just like the way Cancers are. Well, just this could be anybody. Y'all go into your shell. Like I see you going into your shell, and just creating, because it just comes so natural for you all. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. But it looks like you were able to make a connection with who had something to do with teaming up with a particular family that had somebody from your past, like who you maybe used to work with, possibly. Hmm. Yeah. So something happened really fast. Um, hmm. So yeah, I feel like somebody got the message really, really fast, because somebody has a bad temper. Somebody has a really, really bad temper, huh? So your meekness is not a weakness. If something was very overwhelming for someone, because somebody believed a lie about you. Hmm. Here's the Ten of Wands here. All right. So let's go ahead and close this out. So that's what Source needs you to do. That is what Source needs you to do. Cancers, is to pay attention in your personal and in your professional life. Because I'm looking at all of these numbers here too. Is also, when I say two, also, is to pay attention to energies when you're in relationships with energies, whether they're personal, professional relationships, is not to be an enemy to yourself, not to continue being connected to energies who see you as the enemy, who are connected to people who see you as the enemy. So pay attention to last names, places that you may have moved on from. Maybe you know, grew up in certain places, um, you know, who they associate or affiliated with. Um, you all are highly intuitive. You're intuitive. You'll pay attention. You're listening. Here's a Three of Swords here. Listen to people who, like when people are talking about heartbreak or loss or divorce or surgery, depression, suffering, grief. When you're talking about these things and people just seem like they are, you know, emotions behind a lock and key, like they're showing you no compassion, pay attention to that. Pay very close attention to it. Seven of Swords. Pay attention when you're talking to people and you hear them talking about other people behind their backs. Pay attention. Six of Swords. So somebody is now kind of doubling back and thinking like, people are saying they're friends with people, but they talking about their own friends behind their backs. Okay. Got it. King of Wands. So someone wears the skin of a bold leader, someone who is courageous, someone who sees the big picture, who has overcome a lot of challenges, and maybe they have, but somebody is now really learning how to be more meticulous, more detailed. So the dating piece here is, you know, like I said, representing your shadow self, but you're also making the connection with who's connected to whom, whether they're connected to your family, whether they're connected to somebody you dated, was married to, whoever. But something was so overwhelming for somebody, they were like literally drowning. They were so overwhelmed, like they just couldn't believe, because this is the I believe sign. They couldn't believe it. Like they were just overwhelming. And that was the whole purpose of somebody wanted something to be that overwhelming for somebody, because they wanted you and somebody out of here. So wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Get out and get some sun. Recharge. The sun is medicine. The sun is medicine. And somebody needed your energy. Somebody needed your energy, your medicine. The Four of Wands here. That was the whole purpose, to completely overwhelm you and someone else. Page of Pentacles here. All right. Yeah, so be careful. Again, full moon is coming up. We're in a waxing gibbous moon phase. People out here driving like reckless driving, all of that. They don't know where to put the energy. If people don't know how to drive, if you walking somewhere, get out of the way. People don't know where to put energy. If you're out, if people are acting erratic, get out of the way. If you were previously going places where people are, like I said, you start putting the pieces together, connecting the dots. Stop going to places that you have connected the dots. Somebody still thinks that you're depressed over something. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. This is an obsession. Connect the dots. You know you're not if you know you're not depressed, connect the dots. Connect the dots. Obsessed. Spark of life. So don't sink into hopelessness and despair for in you. Well, this person, whoever wrote the cards. So I guess they meant to type. This could just be a typo, but for in you lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon, right? So the beginning. So there's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning, right? So authenticity attracts. So being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path, right? Heart path. It's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart, and you can't go wrong. I'm going to say this one more time before we go. Full moon energy. Full moon energy. People's confidence level. You don't know what people's moon sign is. So you need to see something from a higher frequency. Something is equally as overwhelming for someone, right? Who is obsessed. There's two energies that are obsessed, right? So don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. Open your vault door. Open your vault door. Open your vault door. So I don't know if I'm talking to a husband, wife, husband, partners, whoever. You and your kids, you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you are, I don't know. But this right here, fire, air, you're not giving air to anything or anybody that sees you as competition. Period. Not giving any energy to it. You're strong. So yeah. There's the 3 of Cups here. If something is closed out, keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. Scales from your eyes have been removed. You're turning the page. You're just looking for synchronicities. I think this is it. But let me see. Is there other? Oh, that's it. Draw another card. But this will be 3 cards, not 2. 611. Communicate. So speak your heart. So say what you need to say. Your angels are encouraging you to communicate your wants, your needs, and thoughts to people around you who love you. So think of a change that could make your relationship and your life stronger. Tell the person you love about it in a way that they can hear. So yeah. So 611. Get off the fence, communicate, people that you love, right? And that's what you're operating from a heart space. You're operating in a spirit of love, right? Like I said, when I say no competition, meekness does not mean weakness. So I feel like somebody is very mature. And I feel like you're very high vibrational. That's what I'm seeing. That's what the energy I'm picking up in your cards. That's what I see. You're high vibrational. So your inner child is very proud of you. So don't give yourselves a headache over it. Keep your vibrations high. I'll see you in the next video. And that is it. All right, Cancers. Bye.